Hey guys, how are you? Hi. Guys, I'm very sorry there'll be no show today. I'm having a little bit of trouble with Extreme Zoom. The Extreme Zoom feature on Adobe Premiere keeps activating, so I'm not going to be able to... Oh, god damn it. There it goes again, man.
Last night, Israel launched precision military strikes on Iran.
I'm doing the news. Okay.
Iran, taking out their top military leadership.
Right, man, you got it.
As well as their nuclear capabilities and
Doing great.
several of their top nuclear
Oh, that's right, guys. It's world destruction. Your life ain't nothing.
That's the news.
All this kind of stuff is going on right here. Today we'll be looking at some of our finest / stupidest, people say, not me. Today we'll be looking at some of our wackiest newsmen. They go like this. Let's get an update on this absolute disaster from some of the worst possible sources we can find. Back to you. We'll be right back.
I don't care.
You better, man.
Was it like less than 3% of U.S. trade goes through this route?
Care more, man.
I don't care.
Okay?
I don't think the U.S. should be involved, and I think Trump will take a massive hit to his approval rating if he does get the U.S. involved in a war with Iran. Okay. And that's why I say it's quite possible
Too late
that Trump, he's acting like we're not involved because he knows his base opposes it. Right. Now, get this. Trump also is in favor of amnesty. I don't know if you guys saw this.
Right, you were wrong on that one, right?
Farm workers, got to keep them. And I'm like, nope, don't care. I don't know, man. I wonder why this. I wonder if this is why so many people actually liked the character Rorschach in Watchmen. It's because he was uncompromising. Now, I think it's kind of silly to be uncompromising. Like I always say, I'm a reformer, not a revolutionary. But that famous scene at the end of the book where he says the people must know the truth, never compromise, not even in the face of Armageddon. And then Dr. Mann goes and blows him up.
Right.
And that's the challenge. That's the challenge. Question I have for you guys. Comment below.
So yeah, if you're having a hard time understanding what's going on, if you're a little kid out there watching this,
Go to bed.
first of all, go to bed. But second of all, if you're having a hard time understanding this, now I think it's pretty clear. It's like when Rorschach was like in that jail and he was like, hey, everyone shut the hell up. Remember Rorschach from The Watchmen? He was like, hey, shut up, you morons, or whatever he said. It's like that. Okay? So now you get it. You know, I'm Tim Pool. I've been coming on this channel. Oh, this guy, Trump, he's different than all these other presidents. He's not going to do any more wars or whatever. Now Tim Pool's like, it's a, I don't know. Just remember, it's like Rorschach from The Watchmen. It's also a lot like Daredevil in a way. How exactly? I'm not sure. I'm still figuring that one out, but it is. It's like Gambit, too. It's like Wolverine. We'll be right back.
And I will say tonight, I want to say to every one of your viewers, please, if you're a person of faith,
I am.
Pray for Israel. Pray for Jerusalem tonight.
I don't have time.
And let me say also, pray for U.S. servicemen and women
in
the Middle East, in harm's way. And I want to give a message to the Ayatollah right now.
Whoa!
If you strike at America, if you attack our military bases, if you kill one single American serviceman or women,
Nobody.
I have every confidence that President Trump will respond with overwhelming force.
It's weird.
That's the message the Ayatollah needs.
Oh my God, this guy means business.
This guy means business, man.
Whoa! Oh my God, that's a tough guy right there, okay? If you're out there watching this and you're like, whoa, what was that? I never seen anything like that. That's what we call a certified, he has a certification, fully certified badass right there. This guy's a badass, his name's Ted. This guy's a badass. Where I live in Texas, the power went out a couple of years ago for a long time. And he was like, I'm getting the hell out of here. So he does not give I don't know what I'm allowed to say on YouTube. He does not give a shit, man. Oh, man. This guy's a true badass. He will go on vacation if things get a little, if things get a little dicey, he's out of there. Okay? And this is kind of crazy. This is Fox News. 3 days ago, 1 million views. Whoa! That's 1 million views.
For one day.
Well, 3.
For one day.
Okay, fine, 1. Oh, check that jersey. Okay, sorry. Let's check these comments. I'm 54 years old. Okay, nobody asked. And I've been hearing for 30 years plus that Iran is 2 weeks away from a nuclear bomb. Here we are in 2025, and they're 2 weeks away from bomb, okay? For 30 years, they've been saying they're a week away. Iran has been weeks away for years. Wow, this is Fox News. Politicians are happy to send others to wars that they start. Whoa, weapons of mass destruction. It's so old, it's new. Okay, people are not buying this. For the last 50 years, I've been hearing them say they're weeks away. I pray for peace. Iran has a right to defend themselves. Okay, all right. What's going on here, man? They don't get that guy's a badass?
What the hell is going on with these comments, man?
This guy, this super cool guy just went full Rorschach on everybody's ass.
That chance. Get that, Rorschach!
That scene in Watchmen when Rorschach was in jail and he said, "Hey, you all shut the hell up. I'm trying to sleep."
Or what did he say?
That actually is kind of crazy. I wasn't expecting that from the Fox News audience / comments. They're like, no.
No more of this crap.
Senator Mark Wayne Mullen, Republican from Oklahoma, joins me.
Mark Wayne. I'm here with Mark Wayne Mullen. So is it Mark or Wayne? Have you made a decision yet? I'm leaning toward Mark, but Wayne's pretty cool. I still don't know. Just both for now. You gotta make a decision, Mark Wayne.
Me now, Mr. Senator, what should America's position be in this?
Mr. Senator, what is wrong with you? Okay, go ahead.
Well, we should give Israel all the support they need
Absolutely,
Mark
Wayne.
And at the same time, make it very clear to the Iranian regime if they harm one hair of an American or American asset, drastically weakened.
Okay, Mark,
they
you
don't
gotta
have
shut
a
up,
way
man.
to defend themselves at this point.
Let that other guy talk.
MAGA Republicans don't like and don't want to support Israel because they don't want a forever war.
Right.
I take it you oppose that point of view.
Right.
So let me go a bit further.
Hey, shut up, Mark! Mark, that guy's not done talking. Okay, anyway. Wow, 466K views on this in 2 days.
For one day.
Right. Same kind of pattern in the comments here. All the people rooting for war are not even going to be fighting. Shaking my head. Hey, man, you stabilize that head. We do not want to fight a war for Israel. I still want to see the Epstein files. Okay, you're on the wrong video, man. You gotta watch the video. America needs to stay out of this. America should stay out of this. Warmonger. No more war. Whoa. I like this one because it's clearly like a translated thing here. He can't fix the country, but the stupid congressmen and Trump can go for trouble around the world. I get what you're saying, man. I mean, these comments, it's like, this is Fox News. Cutting funds from public and using it for war. U.S. biggest jokers. American government is just like a born bully, intoxicated with war. Okay, that's too many laughing, crying faces, man.
I do want to ask you here
about
the targeting of the various sites and what we know about Iran's nuclear capabilities and more specifically, the location of those capabilities.
I'm here with
Hassan Parker,
who claims that
videos aren't real.
Go ahead, man.
Well, at least what we know, and nobody should be completely confident we know everything, was that they had...
Just shut up, man. Okay, this is John Bolton. He's a guy that nobody likes. Everybody hates this guy, but they keep putting him on the media all the time. But the comments were surprisingly positive to this guy. This guy who never met a war that he didn't like. Check this out. They're pretty positive. This man is horrible. Shame on you, Bloomberg. What a warmongering piece of shit. Hey, that's one of our foremost, guys who goes on TV, man. He's a top-tier servant of Satan.
The beginning of the rise of the Antichrist.
Stop feeding us propaganda and give us facts. I remember the Iraq War. Too much propaganda, then leave empty-handed. Okay. People love this, man. Stop lying. Please stop digging up this guy. He is clueless. Bolton is so happy he loves wars. What a warmonger. Oh my god, hey, give that guy a break, man. Okay, YouTube, I believe I might have made this up, but I think this is real. YouTube does a thing called Comment of the Week, and this is Comment of the Week. Mr. Bolton is an old wacko. Should shut up. Mr. Bolton is an old... pendejo. Also, he's...
weird. Oh, man, guys,
I say this on my podcast a lot. When I have Theo Vaughn on or Ari Shafir or whatever, I'm like, man, we're so divided, man. We got to come together and have discussions, okay? And people are really coming together on this. People are really falling into line, supporting this crap. They're like, hey, shut the hell up. Hey! Like every news story, they're doing the same kind of thing with this. Hey, let's get out some old creep who loves wars. And you look at the comments, they're just like, shut up! Morons. So there you go, everybody on every side. The Fox News memas and peepaws are like, whoa, I don't like that. These memas and peepaws, they're in the comments. They're going, hey, shut the hell up. They're saying you go to hell in the comments. But I wanted to look at the newsman. My favorite newsman of YouTube. Oh my God, he is getting views. 200,000 views. Whoa. He's getting a lot of views, but I wanted to go to the past. I like this guy. He's a hilarious newsman because he makes all these predictions and stuff. Check this out. This is pretty good.
I can now say in the past couple of years, he has done a tremendous job of bringing about peace agreements.
Yes.
Of course, the cynical press use these peace agreements as just cynical and transactional.
Easy,
and
man.
I personally take offense to that because, listen, I don't care how you get it done. Donald Trump is getting it done. Many of these countries said they would never recognize Israel, and now Sudan is on board, and Trump has announced 5 more countries want to get on board with normalizing relations with Israel. I'm just going to say it.
Okay.
At this pace, if Trump gets another 4 years, heaven help us, we might actually see peace in the Middle East. That for me is an excellent reason.
Also, I want to add one more thing, which is...
Look at my penis.
No, man. What does that have to do with anything? I don't see how that's connected, honestly, man. But you're my newsman, so I trust it.
With now, I think is what? 4th historic peace agreement?
Oh my God,
just
peace in the Middle East, man.
This debate.
Hey, he brought peace, man.
I am so overwhelmed with hope and joy.
We gotta calm down,
I want
man.
to see more of this.
I don't know.
Perhaps I've got a chip on my shoulder about what they did for the past 20 years.
Whoa!
And the people have lost their lives.
Okay.
And now it seems like under Trump, it is starting to come into focus some kind of peace. That was their justification. The media with their lies, with the weapons of mass destruction that weren't there. And we got to live through that.
Right.
And Trump gets to end it. I will not send Joe Biden back into that office to make it.
It's kind of fun. This is kind of fun to catch this guy. He's an easy guy to make fun of, you know? But he has been saying this this was a couple years ago. He's been saying this for years, you know? He's like, oh man, that's sick. You know, invading some country, preemptively dragging us into all these wars. But this guy that I like, he's changing all this stuff that all these people have been doing. He's changing it. This is different, man. This guy's going to create peace. No more of this crap. Peace in the Middle East. And finally, last but not least, peace in the Middle East. And last but not least,
look at my penis.
Okay, let's go ahead and cut to today. Oh, no.
Israeli official says Trump's warnings to Netanyahu not to attack, as well as stories of Israeli officials flying to the U.S. and PM taking a short vacation, were put out to fool the regime. Now, I don't know how much of that is true, but with Trump saying we knew everything, it sounds like that may have been the case. That the U.S. was basically saying, no, we want to negotiate with you, considering Trump's the one who killed the nuclear deal. So him saying, I want to negotiate you, it's plausible. And the reason why they're keeping this from the American people is that Trump knows his base is largely anti-intervention and doesn't want to be involved in this.
Right.
But it's entirely possible. Trump was trying to maintain the posture of we don't want to be involved in this conflict, getting those stories out so Iran thought the attack would not happen.
Okay, so that's kind of interesting from my newsman here.
Hey, by the way, shut up.
If there's a lot of people out there, they're like, hey, this guy's not a good source of news. Shut up, man. I need to learn about the world and get commentary on it, and this is where I go, and if you don't like it, you go straight to hell.
Pendejo.
Okay? You get one of these. But that's kind of funny. I don't know. But, you know, that's kind of interesting. He's like, oh, man, you know, there's been all these stupid people creating all this endless war. Finally, there's somebody. I support this guy. I'm promoting this guy on my channel. He's going to end all this crap. Cut to like a year later. He's lying. He was lying. And by the way, it's all the same crap, and he's totally funding and arming all this crap, and he said he wasn't, and that was a lie. Okay. Stop. He's a newsman. He's a noble newsman. So he's gonna tie up all these loose ends now. Let's check it out. What? This is from yesterday.
So I'm not all about that.
Okay.
So I'd say this.
Right?
Israel, whatever. Israel's at war. I don't care. I care as much about their war as I...
Wait a second. What was that?
Israel's at war. I don't care. I care as much about their war as I do about...
Okay, that's a pretty good apology. You go, look, I don't know. And then you go like this. Whatever that noise was.
But why are we the principal world police.
Right.
See, that's a big difference.
I thought that was...
Why are we constantly intervening in all the...
I thought you said we fixed this. What happened, man? And then you went like this. Remember, whatever that noise was, you were going like this. You gotta cut that out. Hire an editor, man. You gotta hire an editor to cut out that and this.
Now listen, my friends.
Okay. I'm listening.
I'm not so naive.
Okay.
I understand.
No more naive. I'll listen, but no more weird mouth noises, please.
There is no sitting back and letting the world just happen.
Okay.
Because bad people will get power. And it's not even necessarily about bad people. Other people will get power. And we know it happens when people have power. They wield it in disgusting ways.
No, I get it.
Not always, but there's a tendency towards it.
Okay, you
the
said
argument is we should...
You said that wasn't going to happen, but okay. And then you did one of these.
Have the power because it's better we have it than somebody else.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Man, I take a look at Uruguay. Uruguay, that's how they pronounce it. Uruguay. We say Uruguay. They say Uruguay.
Okay, got it. Okay, this doesn't sound like much of an apology, but now I know how to pronounce Uruguay.
So this is the sickness, the addiction.
Right.
Nobody wants to give up.
I thought you said that was over.
Nobody wants to stop. Okay. They want what they want, and they'll fight to the bitter end to get it.
Okay.
Well, here we go.
Meaning what? Meaning what?
It's hard to know.
You all right?
What the right thing is. Everybody thinks they have the answers. Be it we want to minimize death, we want maximization of progress, we want stronger economies. Everybody has a different end goal.
Right.
There are evil people out there seeking to do evil things.
Right.
And I can just say this.
You like them.
If you want
like
U.S. involvement in Iran, then you need to be honest with the American people about why. Okay. But the reality is I think the American people would largely reject it.
Right. And
They'd
I'm sorry.
say,
and I'm sorry that I fell for
it.
And I'm sorry that I fell for all this. Okay, go ahead.
The world into going to war, Iran to going to war with the U.S., the U.S. go to war with Iran. You know, it's like your bitchy ex-girlfriend at the bar, and she's like, oh, you don't say nothing to me. My boyfriend could kick your ass. And the guy's like, oh, yeah, what's your boyfriend? And you're like, dude, stop.
Hey, don't talk about my ex-girlfriend like that. She was doing a little bit of this at bars. That's true, but that's none of your business. Okay, go ahead.
I don't want to get into a fight. That's basically what's happening. I'm not interested. I don't know about the rest of you. If Israel wants to do what it wants to do, it's like any other nation that's going to bomb whoever they want.
With our support, right.
Whatever, man. They're going to call me pro-Israel. They're going to call me anti-Israel. They're going to call me isolationist.
Stupid.
I don't care about your cause. I really don't.
Okay.
Whatever, man. Smash the like button. Share the show with everyone you know. Stay tuned. We got more coming up for you today, and we will see you.
Clean that one all up. Thank you. I did smash the like button. I gave that like button one of these.
Boom. Boom.
And 3 of these. Okay, so that was my number one favorite newsman. Let's check out my other number one favorite newsman. I have two. What's the problem? Wait, let me check. Hold on, let me look at it. Oh, it's the PBD crew. Oh, Christ.
Oh, shit on my life. This is an emergency podcast, man.
This is not just a podcast, this is an emergency podcast. Okay.
Okay, guys, strap in. Strap in. We're going in.
What I do know is, if Israel is able to single-handedly do this without us getting involved,
a little too late.
Great.
A little
Here's
too late
problem,
for that, PBD.
Here's a problem.
Go ahead.
And I told this story to Taylor the other day at the hockey game. You remember this?
Who's Taylor?
So
whoa. Hey, this is an emergency podcast. I need to know who Taylor is. Swift? Lorenz? Oh, man, I'm up creek without a paddle right now on this story. Okay, go ahead. I'll catch up. Go ahead. It's emergency.
The last time I went to a nightclub,
right,
where I went partying, was Highlands in Hollywood. Some of my friends will remember.
I remember. I know.
Vinny, shut the hell up, man. This is an emergency. You little red piece of shit. You. Okay, PBD, come on, man.
So we go there one night, and one of our friends is there, good-looking guy, RB. He always dated beautiful girls.
Very handsome.
And we walk in. His girl left him for a guy, and it was nasty. It wasn't pretty.
Jesus.
And I'm there with another hothead and a calm guy and a couple other guys that just want to go find some girls. RB's girlfriend is all of a sudden there. And he says, I want to go say hi to her.
I like they bring up a picture of the nightclub. Yeah, we need to put an image to this fascinating story. Okay, go ahead.
We're like, you don't need to do that. So no, I just want to go say hi to her. I said, I'm telling you, you don't need to do that. He says, I'm just going to go say hi to her. We're like, dude, if a fight breaks out, man, we're not in.
Come on,
Walks
PBD.
up to her.
Back up your friend, man.
And we're looking from a distance. So imagine you're like, and then all of a sudden a guy shows up. Taller guy.
Right.
6'1", 6'2", whatever.
Okay.
He shows up. And they start talking, and you all of a sudden, yeah, like this. Like, I look at a couple of my friends. I'm like, here we go. You know what happens? Pushing, shoving. We go in. Beer bottles being thrown, punches being thrown. Cops come. They arrest us. I said, listen, man, I'm out of here. You will never see me at a nightclub ever again. It was nasty.
Come on,
that
man.
thing went from 0 to club shutting down within minutes. It was like boom, boom.
This is a perfect metaphor right here.
Like that.
Yep.
So my concern with this is, if it goes like that, if Iran is as manipulative as dark as they want to be, you know what Iran's next move needs to be? Hit a U.S. base.
Okay. So yeah, man, don't laugh at this. This is serious. This is an emergency podcast. Now this also is an emergency podcast. I should have warned you about that. This is an emergency podcast. If you're like a 10-year-old watching this, now you get it. You know, the United States, Israel, Iran, Palestinians. It's like your girlfriend at the bar. It's like your girlfriend at a bar. How do you not get this, you moron? Both Tim Pool and PBD, my two favorite newsmen, are like, yeah, this is like a girlfriend at a bar. Really? If you think about it. It do be like that. You know, it is like meeting somebody on Bumble. It is like dating somebody. This is why you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful, man. You gotta be upfront when you get into a relationship with somebody. You know, you're going out partying at Casa D'Angelo's and all this crap. You got to be upfront in the beginning. You got to be like, what were you doing in the early 20th century? You know, with the British Empire in the United States, and what occupations were you doing? You got to ask these questions, you know, because the next thing you know, you're at, again, Casa D'Angelo's. And check this out, man. Watch the master cook right here. The master, also known as
Paul Bet Davidson,
also known as
Tassan Parker.
Watch this. Watch this. This is a master at work right here.
What's being said right now is not out of the reach of possibilities, okay?
It's a big issue,
Right now, temperatures are high. By the way, if you notice Vinny getting angry, there's a lot of angry patriots in America today. Vinny is not alone. A lot of people are furious, okay?
Right.
And if you're somebody who supports Vinny, you support the brand, you're an angry patriot yourself, and
I am.
You want to go out there and show it in the marketplace, I'm an angry patriot. What's going on? Whatever it could be, go to vtmerch.com, support Vinny, Angry Patriot Collection, hats, shirts, all that stuff.
Okay. And I appreciate it. And guys, keep the bucket hats for summer, for everything.
Gotta get those bucket hats.
The shirts are the t-shirts, the one that
Yeah, so, you know, Adam, he wants to bomb everybody. You know, these are interesting ideas, you know, but I don't know. But one thing I do know, 20% off right now at the VT merch shop, bucket hats, other stupid looking hats, hoodies. That's for in a world of uncertainty and imperialism and occupation, all this stuff. You know, there's a lot going on. What do you do? VTmerch.com.
Yes, sir. Yeah, they're down to $20, and then the hoodies are down to $24.99. And whatever you buy, you guys get a mug from this collection. You get a free mug. That's an Angry Patriot mug.
Now I'm sold. Hoodie, $25 hoodie, not including shipping. I get a mug? Okay, if I'm being totally honest, I forgot what we were talking about before this. What was it? Going to a bar with somebody and they started a fight or something? Who cares? I need that free mug.
Paul Bet Davidson.
So there we go, guys. Closing thoughts. This is a new segment. It's called Closing Thoughts. Closing thoughts with
Tassan Parker.
Look, guys, stop dating people who just start fights at bars in Fort Lauderdale.
You know what I'm talking about. Enough, man.
Enough of this, and enough of this, and no more of this.
Hey, take it seriously, guys.
Well, you know, at least it's the weekend, right? Oh, shit. Hey, it's okay. Hey, come on.
Hey, it's all right. It'll be the weekend again soon. Come on.
Hey, come on. It's gonna be okay. Don't yell at me. It is not our favorite day. Okay, I'll admit that. I have the courage and strength to admit that. But I hope you're doing good. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
Hello, I'm a voice made from the computer. Could you imagine? Anyway, I'm here to tell you, please subscribe on Patreon. For as little as $2 per month. That's basically nothing. No, that's literally nothing. What do I spend $2 a month on? Garbage? I bought some garbage the other day. So I think doing a Patreon thing is more useful than the garbage that I purchased. So that's an example right there. So please subscribe on Patreon for as little as $2 per month. You get all the episodes you're missing every week. Just click the link in the description. It's that easy. And I know you're saying it can't be that easy. It's actually not. I was lying. No, just kidding. It is that easy. All right. Well, bye.